Soon after, all the victims were taken out, and the officials informed me that everyone in the car had died. That is when I saw the old man's body.
This is Creepy with Coffee.
This story took place around 4 years ago. I was travelling from Johor to Perak for an urgent delivery. Due to some unavoidable circumstances and preparation, I started my journey late. I estimated that I would reach my destination by 7 a.m. Delivering the goods, rest a little bit, eat, and would head back home. I had everything planned to avoid any rush. So, I began my long journey with a prayer. For the first 3 hours, everything was calm and peaceful. There weren't many cars on the road as it was quite late at night. The clock showed 3 a.m. and the cool breeze outside made me feel a little bit sleepy. So I decided to stop at the rest area to wash my face and buy a drink to stay awake. In the rest area, I saw a family getting into their car. A husband, wife, a young man in his 20s, and an older man in a white robe and a hodge cap. The older man smiled at me and asked, "Are you travelling alone?" I nodded, and he asked where I was heading. I told him I was going to Perak. He advised me to be careful and then got into the car and the family drove away. After washing my face and buying a drink, I continued my journey. About 30 minutes later, I felt the need to use the washroom again. Perhaps because I drank a little bit too much and also the cold weather. So I stopped at the next rest area, which only had a toilet and was eerily quiet. I went to the toilet, and after finishing, I headed back to my car. Suddenly, I saw the same old man in a white robe sitting by the roadside very near to the toilet. But this time, he was alone. I was puzzled and approached him to ask what happened. He looked at me with a very sad face. He stood up, walked towards the forest behind the toilet, and just simply vanished. I quickly got into my car and drove away. 15 minutes later, while driving in the quiet night, I saw smoke by the roadside. A smoke that seems to be caused by an accident. As I got closer, I realized it was indeed a car accident. The vehicle was badly damaged. I decided to stop to see whether I can offer any help. As I approached, I saw it was the car belonging to the old man and his family. I called for an ambulance. Shortly after, the fire department, police, and ambulance arrived, and other cars also stopped to see what had happened. Soon after, all the victims were taken out, and the officials informed me that everyone in the car had died. That is when I saw the old man's body and remembered the encounter at the rest area earlier. It remains a mystery to me to this day, with no real explanation.